Welcome back to the channel. It is very common to admire high-speed military loadouts, but it is a little less common to recognize the absolute drip of elite law enforcement and counter-terrorism units. Honestly, I started playing Ready or Not, which inspired the idea for this video. I low-key want to put together a similar kit in real life to showcase to you guys. So this video is not meant as an autistic loadout guide, but more as a drip appreciation and geeking over some diverse units. If I missed a specific unit let me know down below. Let's start strong with the GIGN. As the premier French tactical police unit, they are the masters of counter-terrorism, hostage rescue and other national security tasks. When you think of elite counter-terrorism units, you think of these guys. In my head, they are the definition of that iconic navy blue IN look. In a lot of the pictures, they rock these blue one-piece tactical suits. High-cut helmets with additional ballistic face shields, body armor with additional soft armor groin and shoulder protection, which while we do not see often in Western military standards, they make a lot of sense for SWAT teams and groups dealing with constant CQB work, where most of the times they expect threats that are lower caliber weapons, especially in Europe. Speaking of weapons, you will see them use all kinds of stuff, especially HNK 416 and 17s, MP7s, Glocks, the drip revolver, and the CZ Brennan what seems to be 7.62x39, which apparently is a special GIGN configuration, but I do not know specifically why or the motivation of the choice. Okay, let's not forget about the extensive use of ballistic shields. I don't know why, but the guy with the shields is always the most stripped out motherfucker in the room. Shields make a ton of sense in these situations, and I really love the look of them. With the rise of domestic terror attacks in the 70s in Italy, the GIGS was formed as a specialized unit of the Carabinieri. This is essentially the Italian version of the GIGN, with similar scope and skill set, boasting an impressive mission list both domestic and abroad. They are not as globally publicly known, but they are the country's best at their mission. Some slightly older photos shows them in that traditional full black outfit, plate carrier, full cut helmets with ballistic shield. This is absolutely the vibe and one of my favorite looks, although more modern references really highlight how the unit adapts their gear for the different mission sets and environments they cover, sporting some truly modern and up-to-date gear. In some recent pictures from a training exercise, we can see a mixed use of black and ranger green clothing, more modern plate carrier including high precision JPCs with extra groin protections, high-cut helmets, PVS 31's night vision goggles, Invisio's dual PTTs and Peltor headsets. When it comes to weapons, the list is very long. Outside of the usual suspects such as 416 and 17s, MP7, MP5s and Beretta pistols, some other interesting ones include P90s, G36, SCAR L and H, M249s and Barrett M82. Up next, the UK CTSFO, an elite counter-terrorism unit of the UK National Police. I think their drip falls behind the previously mentioned units, but of course they are not quite on the same caliber I would rate it B tier. Regardless, I think they should make the video since their iconic slick urban grey fit is pretty cool and liked by most, I would say. Not a ton of material, but again nice to see modern array of gear, including OpScore helmets with dual tubes, Peltor or Swordins, and Mantis ropes. Of course the all grey outfits, which in some pictures I spotted their Arc'teryx logo, very Gucci indeed. Great plate carriers and whatnot. They often rock the SIG MCX with aim points, EOTechs, IR laser and suppressor, which is a very slick setup I will say. Other than that, not too much to say here. Could be a polarizing vibe, let me know if you like it or not below. While not necessarily the best geared, I just could not miss the LAPD SWAT, the original SWAT team. These guys see action quite often in one of the most thorough world and Warzone-like places in the USA, Southern California. The individual pieces of kit are nothing too crazy, but I think the overall vibe is absolutely valid. They do get a couple nice pieces such as Navy Cry uniforms, HK 416s and a few more. Additionally, we cannot ignore the crazy, now historical, vintage drip of the 90s and early 2000s years. I still watch the movie SWAT from time to time and especially like the M4 rifle with carry handle mounted optic and integrated handguard light. There is a lot of units I left out, like the Dutch guys, the Germans, and many more. Let me know down below what you think is best or what you think you like the best. and maybe I'll do another video soon. Thank you for watching. See you next time.